I'm tired. I really am. And she knows that I ain't been touching on my daughter. She know that. It's just jealousy. Me and Kishreanna were together for maybe about 3 or 4 years, and we have a daughter. So after a while, we eventually broke up, and we were co-parenting, and I got with the girlfriend that I'm with now. Her name is Jewel. And that's when she came to me and said that she wanted another child. Around the time, Jewel was already pregnant, and I didn't know then. So then I told Kishreanna, no, I didn't want another child with you. So then that's when she got mad. So a week after Jewel gave birth, that's when all the allegations started. First, it was a picture taken on a tablet that we never even had a tablet in the house. I never saw the picture. She never physically nor verbally came to me and said anything about the allegations. That's when CPS and the state police officer came to our front door. And when they came and told me what I was being accused of, that's when they had Jewel sign a release form saying that I couldn't get left at home with the 3 kids alone. I told the state police officer that I would be willing to take a lie detector test. So maybe a couple days go by, and then that's when CPS called us, me and Jewel, and said that all the charges were dropped against me. So first, the accusation was a picture taken in our bathroom with my oldest daughter. Then, after the allegations got dropped from CPS, it turned to me touching on my daughter. Then it goes from me touching on my daughter to now 30 pictures been taken on a tablet. She even texted me and said that it wasn't me and that it was somebody else in my family. Which I don't know how, when that person that's in my family don't even have my daughter that much. My mother always had my daughter. All of this is all the messages, every message that she has sent me, every picture. I even have the proof of her telling me that it wasn't me. Every phone call, every voice message, everything. So bottom line, I am here to prove today that I didn't do what she is accusing me of, and that she is a liar. Because of these allegations, I haven't seen my daughter in almost a year. I was there for every birthday. In the past 2 birthdays, I couldn't be there for. And it hurts me. It hurt me bad. I just want her to know that when these test results come out and that she know that I'm telling the truth, I just want her to know that she better not doubt everything that comes out of my mouth ever again.
Kishreanna, what happened in January of 2022?
Okay, so back in January 2022, my daughter and her friend was at the house playing, and it was quiet. So I was like, when they get quiet, you know, kids doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. So I go looking around, and I went in her room, and they wasn't in there. I went in like the closet by my stairs, because they usually play in there on their tablets. So, and they wasn't in there. So I went in the bathroom. Well, the bathroom door was shut, and I'm like knocking on the door because it was locked at the same time. So I start beating on the bathroom door, and she opens the door. And when she opened the door, I'm like, "Where's your friend at?" And she's like, in there, which is in the bathroom, in the bathtub with the curtains closed. And she's just like, the little girl had her pants down. And then next thing I know, like, she had her tablet in her hand as well. And I'm like, "Give me your tablet." And she gave me her tablet, and I'm looking at her on her tablet, and it was just like 30 or 40 pictures of the little girl naked in there. And I'm like, this
Your
ain't.
daughter was taking the pictures?
My daughter was taking the pictures of the little girl. And I'm like, this ain't nothing. This is you taking pictures of the little girl, and that's not okay. And I'm like, so who are you getting this from? And she's like, my daddy, my daddy, my daddy. And I'm like, your daddy? And then she's like, yeah. And then I'm like, all right, go in your room. And then at that time, like, I walked away from her to like calm myself down, because at the time I was emotional, and I was pregnant as well with my son. So I went downstairs, and I was hyperventilating to the point where I couldn't like breathe at all, because I'm like, this can't be true. Like, this can't be true. Like, not your child. Like, not our kid. And I'm like, I called my mom, and when I called my mom, like, I'm just, like, so upset, like, angry, because, like, why would you do this to our child?
So you believe that Quay was taking pictures of your daughter?
He had to have been doing something with her, because she's just not going to get this out of nowhere. Like ain't no 5-year-old just going to get this from anywhere. Like, that's not nothing a 5-year-old just going to get out of just nowhere.
She was basically, I don't want, get too graphic, but taking naked pictures of the little girl.
She was naked. The little girl was naked with her pants down, like panties and everything in the shower.
And it was you and just the 2 little girls at the house?
Yes. So my biggest fear was having a daughter or having kids, because when I was younger, I was sexually molested. And like, I didn't want my kids to go through the same thing that I went through. So and then it's like my biggest fear, it happened.
Right.
They had, they had set me up with the child advocacy place, and I took my daughter to the child advocacy place. I took her to the child advocacy place, and they talked to her alone.
Okay, hold on one second. Who's this yelling?
That's Jewel, his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Okay. The police came, then the child advocacy got involved.
Yeah.
They interviewed your daughter?
They interviewed my daughter, and they was like telling her, like they was asking, really like physically asked her like if anybody like touched her or anything. They was just like asking her like, do you know what your no-no spots is and stuff like that. And then she was like basically like putting it off and saying that it was at the time.
Right home, okay.
On the ride home from the child advocacy place, they had, I was talking to my daughter, and I was like, so baby, why did you lie, or why did you tell them that it was, they said, she was like, well, because I didn't want my daddy to go to jail.
Let me touch her. Nope. Let me touch her. I'm finna beat your ass. What was it? It was on site, wasn't it? You a sick ass bitch.
I'm not. I don't have no reason to lie.
Okay.
And how long have you and Quay been together?
Me and Quay been dealing with each other for 10 years.
Oh, a long time.
I met him in 2013.
No.
We got back together officially in 2020.
After you had your baby, all of a sudden the police, CPS are showing up talking to Quay, right?
Yeah.
And
making me sign papers telling me I can't leave him alone with our kids.
you signed that?
Yeah, I had to.
Right.
They made me, or they was gonna try to take my kids because it is delusional.
They should have.
My man did not touch his daughter. That's delusional.
You don't believe that happened?
I know he didn't. Unless this test say something else, I know for a fact
Do
he
you
did
have
not.
young daughters?
Yes.
And you trust him around?
Yes, and I talk to my kids for real. I'm a loving mother, not an abusive one.
I don't abuse my child.
Yes, you do verbally.
So you're comfortable with Quay being around your daughters?
Yes, he don't, okay. When Quay is at home, he don't give the kids baths. So the tablet, that's out the window already. Been out the window 2 years ago when it came up, like, she don't even know what she's talking about. It's funny how all these sexual things are happening at her house. When the baby come over to my house,
she's always with me.
She's never in the closet. She ain't never got no tablet. Ain't nobody ever naked all around the house. Like, that's just sick.
You know, good and damn well I ain't touch my baby.
Don't run up on me.
Come on
Don't
now,
run up
man.
on me.
Come on.
Don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Ain't no, you ain't doing that. You know I ain't touch my baby.
Get your chicken check, man. You ain't though.
You ain't.
And I'll put you in it real quick. But I'll put you in it real quick.
When did you realize that you were being accused of this?
After a week after I had my second daughter.
With Jewel?
Yes, with Jewel.
Okay. And how did you find out?
CPS and the state police officer came to our front door.
And what did they tell you?
They separated us from the start. They told her that I couldn't get left with the 3 kids alone in the house.
Right.
They never told me physically that anything.
They didn't tell you, hey, did you touch your daughter? Did
I
you
had to
take
get
pictures
split from
of
her. They asked me that after I went and got investigated.
And when they asked you this, what was your thought?
My thought was out of this world, because why would you even think I'm doing something like that to my daughter?
I just want the truth. I want justice for my grandbaby. When my daughter Kishreanna called me, I was at work, and she was hysterical, crying. I said, Kishreanna, what's wrong? She said that my granddaughter had told her that her dad had been touching her, and he told her it was a secret and she couldn't tell nobody. It kind of blew me away. I couldn't imagine as a mother hearing your child say things like that. You know, he pays the price because this is just ruining his child's life. And I can't imagine a father doing that to his own child.
Now, do you believe that Quay is capable of doing, because we're not really sure,
Yeah, we're not sure.
what actually happened, whether
Right.
it's pictures or touching. Do you think he's capable of either?
I wouldn't put it past anybody.
You wouldn't
at
put
this
it past him?
point. No.
And that,
'Cause
you're
she's
not
not
saying
acting
just
out.
Quay.
No.
You're saying just because of, you know, it's my grandchild, I'm going to err on the side of caution.
Yes,
Yeah. Do you believe that your granddaughter was molested?
I do.
You do. Kishreanna, you came here, took a lie detector test, and I'm guessing it's about fabrication.
Yep.
We asked you, did you fabricate the story that Quay molested your daughter? You answered no. Did you coach your daughter to say Quay molested her? You answered no. Did your daughter say, "Daddy, Daddy," after you found her taking inappropriate pictures on a tablet in the bathroom when you questioned her? You answered yes. On the ride home from the advocacy center, did your daughter tell you she changed her story so her daddy wouldn't get in trouble? You answered yes. The results came back all the same to each of those 4 questions, and it came back that Kishreanna told the truth. Quay took a lie detector test.
For Steve.
And we asked him, did you ever touch your daughter for your own sexual gratification? He answered no, and the result for his lie detector test is he did not tell the truth.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. See, you came and got your ass. Come on, come on. Come on.
My daughter.
Come on.
I want to explain something.
Oh my God.
Explain that, Steve. Explain that. Yeah, explain something. Yeah. Because I'm not molested. And that's on me. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't give a how many views you get. You're fake.
You need to go to jail too. You better hold your child.
Look at me. Look at me.
Oh my.
Don't play with me.
Oh my granny. I never touched.
You can believe this is fake.
don't.
I don't
It's-
care.
it's-
That's
it's
fine.
fake. I don't
That's
care.
fine. But what's real serious, you go home and you have to live your life as a mother with your kids.
By yourself.
And all I would say is this. I would be making sure that there really nothing is going on, because there is
Trust
a
me,
little
I'm
girl.
gonna make sure.
There
Trust
is
me,
a
that's-
little there
that's
is
the
a
one I'm
little
gonna make
girl.
sure.
There's a little girl acting out in a sexual manner who are saying things about her father. I do believe that. You failed the test about your own daughter. We
No,
gave it to
that
you
could've
multiple
been-
times.
no, that-
You, sir, get the hell off my.
I don't have no reason why. I don't care about a baby. I don't care about their relationship. I left him.
So
still got
now
babies.
you got some answers, okay?
Where my phone at?
Not the answers anybody wanted, but you got the answers. I hope that the police will reopen this investigation, and I hope you get justice for your little daughter. Click here to watch more Wilkos. Click here to subscribe and get a front row seat for all the action. Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help